Hi, good morning. It's Saturday, the 3rd of December, 2022. I hope everyone had a good week. Um, I had a good week work-wise. I'm on vacation for 2 weeks, which is a really good thing. Um, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, today is the day I do my first live stream. That's tonight at 9 o'clock. I'm going to be talking about Titans, the first half of the season, since they dropped the last episode on Thursday for the first season. And I think we have to wait till sometime, I think in January, maybe February. I'm not sure about the date. I have to double check that. But they dropped the first 6 episodes of Titans, the whole Brother Blood plot line. I'm going to be talking about that on my live stream. So, like I said, I made a post on it last Sunday. So anybody that wants to join in, join in. It'll be 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to see if I can talk for about a half hour, maybe longer if I'm going to have some water with me so that to make so my throat don't get too dry and stuff. But I'm going to do it at 9 o'clock. I had a weird night. Like last night, I was uploading 4 videos to this channel, and I think I fell asleep during the third one. I guess I was more tired than I thought I was. I fell asleep during that, and so I stayed up and finished uploading the last video, which was the Transformers video. So I uploaded 4 trailer reactions. They dropped a lot of trailers on Thursday, and so I filmed the reactions on Thursday and did the whole thumbnails and stuff. But I didn't have time to because I had to go to work the next day to upload them. So I uploaded them when I came home from work. Actually, after I reacted to the Titans, I filmed my reaction to the Titans season 4, episode 6. The first half of the season, because like I said, they dropped the 6. They dropped 6 episodes, and now I think Doom Patrol starts next week. So I think you don't got to see the back half of the Titans until I think either January or either February. I'm not sure again about the date about that, but that's what they did, and I want to talk about what I thought about this season. A lot of surprises in that last episode. So we're gonna see what think of it, my theories and stuff. What's gonna happen in the back half of season 6 and stuff, and how I think it will end, and whether I think it's going to be the last season of Titans and stuff, because that's a real possibility because of the whole Warner Brother Discovery merger and them cutting things and stuff. So it's always a possibility. But then, like I said, James Gunn is taking over officially in May of DC. Him and Peter Safran are taking over officially. So, and remember, he's trying to connect everything together. So he maybe he has an idea about not canceling that and stuff. And he did say, I think, in a post, because he's very transparent and stuff, this thing, and saying that some of these things are that some of the when he completes his Bible of how the DC is going to be universe is going to be structured, that some of it may leak. He said, because he's going to, of course, present it to Dave Zaslav first, and then he said some of it might come out before they release the full schedule of what everything is. Because remember, he said it's supposed to tie in the games, the animation, and the live action with the TV shows and stuff. Everything's supposed to tie together. So I'm anxious to see what's going to be, what's going to happen. But anyway, so like I said, I recorded my reaction to Titans, and I'm going to see if I can edit it today before the live stream. And also, I'm going to write down my bullet points and stuff, things I want to make sure I cover on Titans, and because sometimes I draw a mind blank on names and stuff, so I want to make sure I'm just going to write down like a basic outline of what I want to talk about, so I make sure I cover everything that I want to cover, and then if anybody want to ask me questions about it or ask me questions about anything else, there's time to do that. So I'll see how the live stream goes. If we get a lot of interaction or stuff, or even if it's just a couple of people, that's enough for me. And I'll try to go a half hour, maybe an hour if there's a lot of interaction and stuff. So there's that, and I also just said, if I get more patrons, I have 2 patrons now on my patron channel, and like I said before, and I think on this vlog, that I was gonna maybe try to end my patron because if I only had the 1 patron, but if I got another patron, and if I get maybe if I get more patrons, I'll do live streams for my patron channel. Just to try to put a little more, a little, give them more content and stuff. Like right now, there's tons of content on my patron channel. Cheap plug, but there's tons of content on a lot of TV show reactions on a lot of different, like I said, DC shows, Marvel shows, like I always say at the end of my videos and stuff. Lots of content for people to watch. DC shows, Marvel shows. I got Star Wars on there. I got Zack Snyder's Justice League on there. I got The Boys season 3 on there as well. So a lot of content on my Patreon. Oh yeah, and today I'm gonna go get a haircut. I know I was supposed to do that last week, but I got lazy. But see, I got the shade down, but it looks like it's gonna rain today. But I do want to go, and hopefully the bus is running, because the last time I went to get a haircut, the 36 bus wasn't running, and I don't know if that was a weekend thing. I looked on the schedule, the bus schedule, and it seemed like it's running, but I don't know if it's because some buses, you have to be careful, because some buses around here, they don't run on the weekends. Like there was a 15 bus, I think, that used to run with the 41 buses down on Webster Avenue, where from down a block from where I live. There used to be a 15 bus that used to run, but they changed that route because it doesn't run on Webster Avenue anymore. I think they run it on 3rd Avenue now. So they switched it up. So I'm gonna look again just to make sure, because I take I take 2 buses to go to the barbershop. Take the 41 bus, and then get off and take the 36 bus. But I'm hoping that it doesn't do that. So I mean, I could walk. This is what I did the last time, because it was, it was summertime, I think. And what I did was I walked. I waited a while because I didn't know that the bus wasn't running. And so then I think I waited like an hour or so, waiting for the bus to come, and it never came. So this time I won't, because I didn't see the bus come either way. I'll wait like 10 minutes. If I don't see the bus run, I'll just walk walk up the hill. Let's walk down the block and then walk up the hill and walk down to the barber shop and get my hair cut, and then walk back down the hill and stuff. I just hate that have to do this, but I'm gonna look on the schedule, see MTA thing, and see if the 36 bus is running on Webster Avenue. That's why I gotta make sure that it's running on the Webster Avenue line. I gotta check again. So hopefully if that's the case, the next time you see me, if you see me on the live stream, I should have a haircut, and then I'm gonna probably dye my hair, dye my hair tomorrow, dye my hair and dye the beard. The beard I dyed last week, but it's still kind of black, but my hair is kind of, the gray is coming back in. So I want to, after I get my hair cut, just dye it and stuff. Like I said, I'll be off for 2 weeks, and I want to probably clean my room. I want to, sweep everything, unplug everything, wipe everything down, and move things around. I want to do that. I got a lot of time now since I'm off for 2 weeks, and do things. Oh yeah, speaking of work, this week we moved copiers, me and the other guy that works next door to me, because the other guy I work with, he was off Monday and Tuesday. So we moved copiers and stuff. Now, this thing is coming to a head. I know it's coming to a head because what happened was we also had to print a bunch of nameplates because they're doing a move in the building. They're moving people from one floor to the next. So we moved copiers, 2 of the copiers to another floor. And then we made a bunch of name tags for people. I cut them and kept them. They said, keep them off. I did that for my boss. And then they brought down a bunch of nameplates, and then they told us they were trying to get somebody else to put the names inside the name plates things. But then my boss called me around 2:30, or I think around 2 o'clock actually, and I think a little bit after 2, and said that we had to put the name plates and the name tags and the name tags and the name plates, and try to keep them in alphabetical order, and, put them in a box, and then put them on a cart. Well, I guess I reminded her. I said, listen, I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks, so I won't be here. And she said, well, get, Mark, who works with me, and Gary, who works next door, to help. So I told them, and like I said, they didn't do it. So they didn't want to do it because they're kind of getting fed up with being given assignments that are not their jobs. And speaking of doing assignments without doing their jobs, like we had to create these things called purchase orders. They're like yearly purchase orders. We did them last year. We did, I think, we I think we did like between me and Mark. I think we did like 30 of them. I think not 30, maybe 25 or so, 26, something like that. We had to do them because the person that was in charge of purchasing, they fired, and they didn't hire anybody to replace him. And then even this year, when they were supposed to be interviewing people, they still didn't hire anybody. And so they got another woman from another department to actually help with the billings and stuff. And so we stopped, doing, because we were even doing purchasing orders and stuff after they let the guy go. And then after there came a certain point where she said we didn't have to do it anymore, and they were getting this lady from another department to another site actually to do them. And I think we met her once. She came by there. I met her once, and then so we just assumed that she was going to do it this year, because they still, like, all throughout the year they still didn't hire anybody. So we just assumed, that she was gonna do them all. But then she told us, listen, y'all just gonna have to do 9 of them. The other lady's gonna do the other, however many it was or are. And so, and then we try to find out when the deadline was. Then she said, doesn't matter, but do them sooner than later. And then she told us Thursday. Wednesday. Oh yeah, they got to be done by Friday. Okay, so we did them on Friday. I did them Friday, and also I did my because I do a monthly report called a CSR. That's when you enter the numbers for how many jobs we do and all that stuff in the print shop, and all the meter reads for the machines in the building. I did that. I made sure I did that on Thursday so that could be done, because that's one of my monthly tasks, and I make sure I did it on Thursday and completed it, so that way, while I'm on vacation, I don't have to worry about it, because that's the thing that we have to do, I think, by the 7th of the month or so. And so I did that, and then of course, like, we did the POs on Friday morning, so that was done. And like I said, then we got the notification about the name tags, and so I did one box. I took one list of names and tucked the label, the name, the bracket things, and put them in there, and I put them in a box, and I put like 3 tiers in the box, between the labels, and put the names on them, and I sent that to her and told her I did it. And Mark, who works for me, told me he's going to tell her on Monday that, listen, they probably not going to be done. Those labels are not going to, because she said they got to be done by Tuesday. Like I said, I told them, and Mark doesn't want to do them. So I don't blame him, because we also they dropped like 19 books for us to scan, which is a records thing, but they threw it on us again, because me and Mark thinks that she thinks, because I think a lot of the times my boss, she's working from home now because of her foot, but they think a lot of the times, because me, Mark, and Gary, the guy that works next door, we joke around when we work. We work, but we get the job done. We joke around, but we get the job done. That's how we pass the time. But I think a lot of the times she thinks that we have free time because we're joking around with each other. But we do the work as we joke around as we work, and we get our work done. So, and we don't get anybody from another department that comes in to help us. We do the work that we have to do. And so Marcus, I think he's fed up, and he that's why he didn't even touch the name tags. He said he's going to tell her, because I think it's supposed to be a meeting on Tuesday. A meeting. I don't know if she's going to be on the conference call. Maybe she'll be on a conference call when everybody meets. But because she said it's supposed to be done by Tuesday. Hey, I let them know, so we'll see what happens when I get back. They'll be done, because somebody will have to do it. And I think the wisest way to do it, I should have suggested this, and I didn't think about it till after I left, is I should have told her, listen, because she said there's nobody else, because I don't know if maybe she asked, the OSAs that do that, to do the floors and stuff, and maybe they turned her down. Although I don't know how they could turn her down. She's the boss, but maybe they did. And so she came to us as a last resort, because that's what she said. She said she got nobody else, which I think is kind of BS, because those OSAs, in the morning when they come in, they set up the break rooms and all that stuff and deliver the mail. They're basically free for the rest of the day until the end of the day, when they have to either deliver stuff or pick up mail. They have a lot of free time in between their runs. It's not like when I was in Hoboken, the mail rooms, they used to have, like, I think like 4 runs throughout the day, in the morning, like in the I think, and before lunchtime, and then in the afternoon, and at the end of the day. But in between that, they had free time. And so I think these OSAs here have a lot of free time here, but for some reason, maybe they turned her down when she asked them to do the name tags. So she came to us. And like I said, I did one box of names, but I think there was like 6 or 8 of them things, the labels that I made, that I cut down and put them in alphabetical order for her, because I know our big boss was there, like I think Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and he said he was going to try to get somebody else to do them, but I guess they didn't get it. They didn't get anybody else, and she told me on Friday, like I said, right after 2 o'clock, which is not much time. So, and like I said, maybe if she would have did it earlier or as we went along, maybe we could have gotten more done. But like I said, there's about 7 of them things left, and like I said, I don't think Mark's going to do them, because the way he was feeling on Friday, he was like fed up, and he said he's going to tell her, listen, I guess those things are going to get done by the time Paul gets back. But even though, she wants them done by Tuesday, obviously, because those people I think are moving into that onto that floor. I think either that week or probably the week after. Those people are moving up to they're moving them physically up to that floor. So that's why she wants the name tags done by a certain time. But again, like I said, I think she should. Well, then again, I think she should have gave them to the OSAs. I don't know how they could turn her down, but maybe they did. But anyway, like I said, I won't be there for the fun, because I'm on vacation the next 2 weeks. So we'll see. But it's coming to a head. I think it is, because, they're getting fed up, and we were getting fed up. And I was pissed too about them dropping those 19 books for us to scan. Like, that's a records function. And why are you giving it to us? Because she's giving it to us because she thinks, oh, they're not that busy, which is crazy, because it does we are getting a lot more work than we did before. But then when the pandemic first hit, and we barely got anything, and the work has picked up, and now we're doing posters and everything else, and the jobs are coming in. Not like before; it's just 2 of us now. And I know before, when we had 6 people, we used to get like 30 jobs a day, okay. But now we're getting into that area where we're getting at least 10 to 15 jobs a day sometimes, depending on the thing. Like not this week, but the week before, when Mark, not the week before, but I think about 2 weeks before, when Mark was out, he was on vacation, and I was like bombarded with jobs. I think I had about 20 jobs that day, and I didn't even have enough time to write the tickets up. So I had to come in like the Tuesday and Wednesday. I came in earlier so I can get caught up writing the job tickets, because we have to enter them into a system. But I didn't even have time to do that. I just printed them, put the meter reads on them, and kept moving and kept it going that way, because they kept like bombarding me with with jobs. I even had to go to lunch at a later time. So, it is what it is. So, like I said, I think it is going to come to a head. Well, they're going to say, listen, Debbie, you giving us jobs that don't belong to us. And they should, again, like I said, especially the purchasing thing, they should have hired somebody, and they have no excuse for not hiring somebody. Okay, it shouldn't be that hard to find somebody to do purchasing. Okay, that's just them I don't know if that they decided to be lazy and not hire somebody, or they couldn't find the right person, which I kind of find unbelievable that you couldn't find somebody to do purchasing. I think that's just a bunch of BS. But maybe at a certain time after they interviewed people, they said, screw it, we'll start. Maybe they said, we'll start again in 2023 and looking for somebody, which I think is a bunch of BS. But that's it. So, like I said, we'll see what happens. I may have to call Mark on Tuesday, just to see what Debbie says, because I'm just dying to know what she's gonna say, because I know what she's gonna do. She's gonna probably call Mark on Monday to see how it's going, because before I left, I sent her an email, and I told her, I said, listen, Debbie, I did 1 box of name tags, and I put them in the box, and I put the names on them, and I put it on the cart. So she's probably going to want an update. Like I said, she's working from home. Excuse me. And Mark is there by himself on Monday, because I'm on vacation, and Gary, the guy that works next door, who helps, he's like kind of our backup when one of us is out. He's off. He got a doctor's appointment on Monday. So Mark is there by himself. So I know Mark is probably going to tell Debbie, listen, I'm here by myself. Okay. I'm running print jobs, and I can't be doing the labels as well. I'm, putting those name tags in there. So I'll see what happens. I'm gonna probably call Mark on Tuesday afternoon and just see how it went and see how, because Gary will be back by then. Because she said she wanted them done by Tuesday. So, like I said, it took me about a good hour, I think, to put all those names in one set of names, and that was like, like some of them, the lighter, the ones that she sent towards the end. Like I think she sent like 9 sets of names. I think were only like 10 pages or 9 pages. But when I first started doing it, I think they were like 13 pages of names at 5 each. So that was like, what, 15, 65 names. It took me about an hour to do that. So conceivably, if you give that to like 7 people, if there's 7 of those things left, they could do them in an hour. It's easy. And once you put, all you're doing is putting the labels in the thing, but she wants them to be in alphabetical order, and you put them in the box. And what I did was I put some on the bottom, then I took 11 in a regular 8.5 by 11 box, for 8.5 by 11 paper box, and I put the names on the bottom that could fit all the way to the end, and then I put a 11 by 17 sheet on top of that, and then put the next row of names, and then put another one on top of that, and put the last row, and then just close the box and put the names, A to, whatever the first name was to the last name that got put in the box, and put it on the cart. So I'm going to see what's going to happen. I'm anxious to call Mark on. Normally I don't call work when I'm on vacation, but I'm curious to find out on Tuesday, maybe call Mark on Tuesday afternoon and find out whatever happened with the name tags. Because I think what's going to have to happen is she's going to have to grab those OSAs and give them those name tags and tell them, you have to do it. Because Mark said he's like fed up, because he's going to have to, like I said, when I'm on vacation 2 weeks, he's got 4, because we did 4 of them, of those books, those 19 books. So he has 15 of those books left to scan, and whatever print jobs come in and stuff. So like I said, and he'll have to do the posters and whatever else comes in when I'm on vacation. Like I said, Gary will be there to help him after, Gary's off Monday, but Gary will be back on Tuesday, and he'll be there to help him with the print jobs and stuff. So that's, but basically Mark is there by himself essentially, because especially if Gary has his own work and he's busy, he can't come over and help Mark. So like I said, it's going to come to a head, because we're getting fed up with, being asked to do stuff that's not in our job description. Like I said, we had to move copiers on Monday. Yeah. And like I said, they're taking a chance, because, and this is an insurance company too, you move those copiers and say for whatever reason, one of those copiers fall on somebody or something, you're going to wind up getting sued or something. Because technically we're not supposed to be moving copiers. Okay. You're supposed to call Xerox in and have them move the copies to where you want to move, but they're not doing that because they don't want to pay. And so they're having us move the copiers and stuff. But like I said, if somebody gets hurt doing those moves that you're not supposed to move, because they're supposed to hire somebody to do that. And like now, I think they have somebody, I think they're doing some kind of move in Hoboken. That's the place I used to work in Jersey for the company for a lot of years. They want people to go out there to help them, because that Hoboken is supposed to be shutting down, I think. I don't know if it's the end of the year or when but it's supposed to be shutting down. And I think, some of the people are coming over to New York. Some people are going to other sites, and then some people are just retiring, because, the building used to be full, but towards the end, when I left, they started condensing the floors and stuff. And I think the last time I heard, they only were on 2 floors and stuff in the building, 2 or 3 floors. So I guess somebody made a decision, let's just close the site up while we're paying rent to stay there when we don't have that many people there. So I think they're made the decision to move anybody that can move over to New York, and then the other people that can move to different sites, because some people, I guess, live in Jersey, or some people live other places, and then some people just retire and stuff, and some people will get let go. So we'll see how that goes. I'm sorry to give you my work analysis. This video is going to giving you the whole 411 on my work job situation. Okay, but that is, so today, like I said, today is I'm gonna get up, wash up. I got a nice muffin I want to eat, and then I'm gonna record my reaction to Stargirl episode 12. And I was speaking of that, I didn't do my spoilers review of Stargirl episode 11 last week. Not last week. I should have did it the I should have did it last week on Sunday, because that was the week, because there was no new Stargirl the week before during Thanksgiving. There was no Stargirl there, and I forgot to do episode 11, which I should have done. So I have to do 11 and 12, a spoilers review of those two, which I can actually do tomorrow. And like I said, today, I'm gonna eat, I'll wash up, I'm gonna get up, wash up, and eat my muffin, and then I'm gonna record my reaction to Stargirl episode 12. Okay, and then I think I'm going to I'm going to text Porky, the guy who cuts hair, because I think he gets there at the barbershop at 10 o'clock. I'm going to text him after 10 to see if he's there, and see if I can get there by 1:30, 2 o'clock, get my hair cut, and then, come back and do my food shopping and stuff, and then get myself back in the house. And then, like I said, my live stream is going to be at 9 o'clock tonight. I'm going to talk about the Titans and stuff, season 4, the first half of it, the first 6 episodes, and feel free to join me. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And like I said, I tested with OBS and OBS last week with OBS, and OBS seems to work better. It wasn't lagging. When I was using Streamlab, it was lagging no matter what settings I put it on. But OBS has an automatic settings thing, and it searches, it gives you the best settings. And when I did it, it worked beautifully. So I'm going to do that. So I have to pick like a background for my stream, a Titans background. I'm going to look for one for that. And I'm just going to get ready and do the stream, and feel free to join me. Okay, like I said, I'm going to try to make the stream go at least 30 minutes longer if I get questions and stuff. But this will be hopefully a regular thing on my channel. I do a live stream every Saturday. And like I said, I already know what the second live stream is going to be about. So if you tune in, at the end, I'll let you know what it's going to be about. Okay, so that way you'll get the heads up. If you watch the stream, you'll know what the second stream is going to be about. I already got it in my head. I already know what it is. And I think you can figure out what the live stream, the second one's going to be about. Okay, but I'll announce it on the stream that I do today at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so anyway, links to social media in the description box: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I also have a link to my other channel, Bob Using the Painters. Please check that out as well. I put a video on that channel this week about the whole Stephen A. Smith, Jerry Jones photo situation. So check that out. Follow the link below to that channel. Also, I have a link down below to my patron. I want to say a special thank you to my 2 patrons. Their names will appear in this video somewhere, either right here or either right there. I want to say thank you to them for supporting me. Always having my back. Again, my patrons, only $5 a month. Tons of content on there. Tons of unedited content on there. Everything from WandaVision to Loki to Hawkeye to Moon Knight to What If to She-Hulk to Obi-Wan Kenobi to the Book of Boba Fett to DC shows like Stargirl, Titans, Doom Patrol, The Flash, Superman and Lois, Stargirl. Okay, and I even got The Boys season 3 on there. I got all 4 parts of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Follow the link down below and check it out. Also, like I said, Doom Patrol is going to start this week. So I'll be doing Doom Patrol as well. That'll be going on my Patreon as well. Because like I said, Titans ends. So I'll be swapping out Titans for Doom Patrol. So I'll be doing that. That starts next week. So that's another reason to watch my Patreon. Okay, link below to the Patreon. Check it out. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and I truly appreciate it. Also, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so you know when I upload new content to this channel. And this is Trepacer saying so long, and take care.